You know, the White House is more than just a building. It's more than 18 acres of land in Washington, D.C.
It's the place where Americans look for leadership when the night is at its darkest and when the dawn breaks brightest.
It's a commitment to the Republic and to our sacred Constitution.
It's a promise to temper strength with compassion.
Ever wonder what Trump's day looks like when he's not on Twitter? Well, buckle up. Buttercup cuz the Lincoln Project just spilled the tea with 6 new parody ads that'll make you spit out your "See You Thief" from golf tantrums to courtroom. Meltdowns, these ads show Trump fumbling through life like a toddler trying to operate a smartphone. It's like watching a train wreck, but the train is orange and keeps yelling fake news at the tracks. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great! Thank you so much. Now back to the video. Picture this: our favorite orange-tinted golf enthusiast decides it's time to show off his tremendous skills on the green, but little does he know he's about to star in his very own comedy of errors.
Lincoln Project salutes Vice President Donald Trump. As Vice President, Trump will finally have the time to do the things that make him happiest. We at the Lincoln Project are confident that Donald Trump understands his position. Elon is smarter, wealthier, more charismatic, has a far superior and more successful social media platform and company. Talk about old movies, playing on his phone, admiring the assets of other men. Meanwhile, President Musk can get down to the business of running the...
As Trump struts onto his golf course, his fake tan glowing brighter than a traffic cone, he's feeling pretty good about himself, that is, until he spots something on the big screen that makes his tiny hands clench into fists. It's a Lincoln Project ad, and boy does it hit him where it hurt. The ad compares Trump's legal troubles to a toddler throwing a tantrum, you know, because nothing says presidential like stomping your feet and holding your breath until you turn blue, or in Trump's case, even more orange. Now our golfer and chief isn't about to let a little thing like public humiliation get him down. He grabs his golf club, ready to show everyone why is he the Tiger Woods of politics. Spoiler alert, he's not.
Millions of Republicans, more all the time, are feeling the pressure to vote for the party, to toe the line, to pull the lever the way you always did before.
There's a rigged trial. They rigged an election. The system is rigged. Mexico's going to pay for the wall.
I believe that Joe Biden had a terrible night last night. A terrible night. An F- night. It was a bad night. That doesn't change who Trump...
As Trump lines up his shot, his face scrunches up like he's just tasted something sour. Maybe it's the realization that his stable genius doesn't extend to sports, or maybe he's just constipated with Trump. You never know, but wait. It gets better. Our man takes a swing and drum roll, please. He misses the ball, barely making it off the tee. Dribbling away like a deflated balloon, it's almost as disappointing as his presidency. Undeterred, Trump tries again and again and again. With each missed putt, his face gets redder and redder. It's like watching a tomato slowly ripen in the sun. Except this tomato has a bad comb-over and tiny hand. By now, Trump's looking less like a golf pro and more like a toddler trying to hit a pata while blindfolded. His frustration is growing faster than his list of indictments, and that's saying something.
Joe Biden says he cares about law and order. He says he believes in our institutions, our safety, and the rule of law. So why is Joe Biden publicly appearing on stage with a convicted felon? In January 2025, the future that generations were warned about will arrive. We know AI will change everything, but a far greater threat is here now. Because that day in January isn't about artificial intelligence. It's about actual stupidity.
Finally, our man Trump snaps in a move that would make cavemen proud. He smashes his golf club on the ground. Is expensive. Bits of golf club fly everywhere, probably costing more than most Americans make in a year. But hey, who needs health care when you can have golf club confetti? Right as Trump storms off the course, leaving a trail of destruction and bruised egos in his wake. You can almost hear tiny violins playing. It's the perfect soundtrack for the world's smallest pity party. Well, folks, our Orange Tin Friends Day is about to get even worse you thought the golf fiasco was bad. Hold on to your mega hats. Because Donnie's about to face his worst nightmare, a world without Twitter picture. This Trump still fuming from his golf course meltdown reaches for his phone like a baby grabbing for a passier. His tiny fingers itching to unleash a tweet storm of epic proportions start tapping away, but wait, something's not right. The bird has flown the coos. The look on Trump's face is absolutely priceless. It's like watching a kid discover that Santa isn't real. The Easter Bunny is just dad in a costume. And vegetables actually exist all at once.
Not make a single appeal to a moderate voter, to an independent voter, to a centrist voter, or even to the millions and millions of Republican voters who voted for Nikki Haley this year or Ron DeSantis. That no matter what happens with Joe Biden, no matter what he decides or what happens in the Democratic Party, you can never take your foot off the gas of attacking Donald Trump.
When did conservative values become about one man? When did faith go from looking upward to looking the other way? Donald Trump doesn't represent the party of Lincoln.
His expression shifts from confusion to disbelief, then to sheer panic. You can almost see the wheels turning in that orange head of his. How am I supposed to tell the world about my unfair treatment? Now, but our Donnie isn't one to give up easily, oh no. He's got more tricks up his ill-fitting suit sleeve. Instagram no dice in a moment of desperation. He even considered TikTok. Can you imagine Trump doing a dance challenge? That's a visual we didn't need, folks. As each app fails him, Trump's frustration grows. He starts mumbling about the deep state being everywhere, probably thinking they're hiding in his phone, like some sort of digital boogeyman. It would be almost cute if it wasn't so sad, but the real kicker comes when Trump's frustration boils over. He starts yelling at his phone like it's a naughty puppy that just peed on his golden toilet. Fake news, which Hunt screams, his face turning a shade of red. That would make a tomato jealous. It's as if he thinks Twitter might hear him and feel bad for banning him.
Created maybe the best economy.
November 5th is going to be the most important day in the history of our country. The virus that goes away in April with the heat.
Created maybe the best economy.
And then in a moment of pure unfiltered Trump rage, he does the unthinkable. Our former tweeter and chief hurls his phone with all the might his tiny hands can muster. It sails through the air in a beautiful arc, catching the sunlight just so before plunging into a nearby water hazard with a satisfying plop as Trump watches his precious phone sinking into the murky depths. You can almost see the gears grinding in his head. Maybe this is a sign. Maybe it's time for him to start his own social media platform. He'll call it Truth Social. Yeah, that'll show him, because nothing says truth like a guy who thinks windmills cause cancer and injecting bleach might cure. Well, folks, it looks like our favorite orange turd has had quite the day. From flubbing golf ball falls to throwing tantrums. Trump's been on a roll, and not the good kind, but hey, at least he's consistent in his ridiculousness. Right now, here's the kicker. A smart voter is a politician's worst nightmare. So let's take a page from the Lincoln Project's book and keep our brains in gear, as they so eloquently put it. Don't blindly accept anything that Donnie Diapers or Grumpy Trumpy offers. Put those noggin to work, people, when election day rolls around. Remember to vote like your sanity depends on it, because with characters like these running around in politics, it kind of does. Stay informed, stay sane, and maybe keep a sense of humor handy. We're going to need it.
Hit that subscribe button, leave a like on this video. If you stuck around the end, drop a blue heart in this comment. And until next time, I will see you soon.